Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Dragon Quest V. Time to show off all the monster stats. So, here are my monster graphs. And then after I show off the stats, I'm going to just look at all the monsters and show their sprites off in the battlefield. So we have this first group here, Brownie, Orc King, the Eliminator, and Gigantus. You see how their common stats are. They all have the same equipment. When I say group of monsters, they're basically the same type that share the same equipment yield. So, mainly the thing that's different on them is basically maybe their spells or their stats. So you can see Brownie has slightly more hit points, but the Earth King has more magic points and actually has some spells to use. But he has a lower strength, so he said it's a matter of, choosing which is which. I said the heal a spell is pretty good. Beat, defeat, also good. So, yeah, I'll check out all the monsters. And like I said, I have just a range and a stat. Eliminator. More strength than the Orc King, but less strength than the Brownie. Has some 2 skills, though. Not very good. But yeah, these are all monsters all have the same equipment set. Basically the King Metal Armor, King Metal Shield, King Metal Helm, and their best weapon is the Iron Ball of Decimation. That's it, everybody. So, purely on stats, it looks like Gigantus is the best one. He has maxed out strength and agility, but he can't use spells, so. This next group is a small group, 2 groups. The Dancing Jewel, and they have really weak equipment. Poison Needle, Total Shell, Echoing Hat. And there are his spells right there. A lot of support type spells. Arrow Cross being the only real offensive one. And then he shares equipment draw with the Farewell Crag. As you can see, not very good stats on these guys. And again, not very good abilities. But they could be useful, I guess, when you first get them. Definitely not endgame monsters. Next we have another group of 2 monsters. The Attack Bot. They have most of the King's metal stuff, except for the Flame Armor. That's the best armor they can use. No spells, 255 agility, 255 strength, 155 agility. And the other monster that shares that equipment draw is the Hell Battler. Has slightly better agility. And actually has some skills to go with it. Hell Battlers are the ones we fought to get the Orichalcum Fang for Varango. Our next group is a group of 3. The Drakey Monster, the Dancing Needle, and the Baby Bomb. Drakey's probably the best one out of all of them because it has a max level of 99. Has a few battle skills, Dragon being the best one. These 3 monsters also have a pretty bad equipment draw. As you can see, Dancing Needle, Demon Claw, Silver Breastplate, Scale Shield, Great Helm. Great Helm is the only real endgame type equipment. Has a few dancing attacks, which inflict different statuses. And then Nitro, the Baby Bomb. As you can see, very low stats compared to the others, but it has such a low level, so. And it has Sacrifice and Body Attack. So also another group of monsters not very good. We have a semi-decent set of monsters coming up. Group of 4. Good for middle game, I guess. The Yeti, the Big Eye, the Mini Demon, and Leonore. I say good for the middle of the game because as you see their levels are kind of low, but they are at their max level. What helps this group out is they can equip the Gringham Whip. They got some resistances with the Flying Water Cloth and Flame Shield. Yeti also has some pretty decent spells, especially it's good for the volcano area where you're fighting those magmas. He has Snow Blast, Freezing Breath, and Blizzard. Can all hurt them pretty bad because they have weakness to cold. Gandalf with the Big Eye. Once again, saving graces the Gringham Whip. and I guess the Heal All. I think out of this group, the best one is probably the Yeti. Got a Mini Demon. It's kind of like the Yeti, but it has, instead of ice, it has the fire-based spells. So Blaze More, Blaze Most, Explodette. Also interesting, it has the Chance spell, which we had to learn specifically from the that wizard in Rudolph. And then finally the Lion, Leonor. Nothing very special about him. Next group tends to be good just because of their equipment draw, and that would be the Slime Knight, the Soldier Bull, and the Eigerhorn. Slime Knight is generally considered the best one because of the max out strength, has pretty good agility, but mainly because it gets the healing spells. Heal, Heal More, Heal All. So you can get these guys real early, like around Reinhardt area, so that healing is really, really helpful. Then we have the Soldier Bull. Let's see, the Slime Knight outstats him, and has a few spells mainly to make it more damaging in battle. Charge Up, Buy Kill, Decrease to lower the enemy's defenses. The other ones can build up his offense. And then the final monster in this group is the Eigerhorn. You get them pretty late. You get them in the go into the fairy village, and they have a good range of spells. They have the fire spells. They have Firebane. They have air spells with Tornado, snow spells with Blizzard and Snow Blast. So they can hit quite a few elemental weaknesses. Now our next group is a small group that's kind of weird if you think about it. The Puppet Man and the Golem. Golem is obviously better. Their best thing is they have the all King Metal stuff. Puppet Man has some weird some air type spells and some support spells. But the Golem tends to be a pretty good endgame monster, and they're pretty easy to catch. Because one of those, they max out their strength there, and they have the Meditate, which basically just heals them for free. So that's a good skill for them. They also have pretty decent resistances, so a lot of they use them in the fighting Esturk or Maldrath. Well, not Maldrath, Mildrath. Our next group is basically like the bird group. We got Cuckle, which is really good in the beginning of the game. You can get it right away. The Wyvern, it's just like middle of the ground, middle game, and then Blizzard Hawk, which is toward the end of the game. Cuckle doesn't have really good stats, but what it does have is it has Decrease, Increase, and Buy Kill, and Sleep, all good support spells in battle. We saw how good Sleep was against Esturk there. The Wyvern is a pure upgrade, so a good thing to maybe have like the Cuckle, and then you can transfer his equipment then to the Wyvern when you get the Wyvern around the volcano. He's a little bit better because he has some healing type spells. Heal More, Heal All, Heal Us. He loses, of course, those support spells, but by then your other characters might be gaining them. And then the final one is the Blizzard Hawk, which you don't get until the end of the game in the Demon Wall. They were encountered in the Tower of Babel, but good luck finding them there. And they have mainly cold type stuff. Heal Us, decent spell, but that's about it. They all got them from. Wyvern's probably the best in that group. Our next group is also kind of small. We had one of these guys in our party for a while, the Magician, and then we have the Nearest. I spoke about these guys earlier. Merlin is basically a fire magician. He has the fire-based spells: Blaze, Fireball, Blaze More, Blaze Most, Fire Volt. And then the Nearest is the water monster, and he has basically the blizzard type spells. So, Snow Blast, Tornado, Blizzard, and air type spells. So Nearest has the better spell selection probably, but the Magician has the better availability, and like I said, the Wizard is one of the few monsters that has that 50% chance to be recruited after each battle, so that's why I picked it up when I was playing through here. Our next group is a small group too, the Hork and the Bomb Crag. Hork, not a very good monster. It's slow, low agility there. Its skills ain't all that impressive. And same thing with the Bomb Crag. The Bomb Crag is doesn't have very good skills either. Also slow as you see, 35 agility, slow. Nothing very useful. I guess if you have nothing else to do, I guess they could suffice. Hork, I guess, could kind of take a beating. He has some pretty good defensive gear for the time you get him, but other than that, not much saving grace. Next group we have 3 enemies, the Masala, the Springer, and the Lionex. All pretty much endgame type monsters, but nothing really stands out about them. This guy gets a few attack spells. Springer, it has like air spells, like I said, it's kind of almost like a weaker Bean, almost. It has upper like Bean, Tornado, and Aerocross, but stat-wise, Bean totally like blows him out the water. And then finally, the last one in that group is the Lionex. Has some good agility to it, but spell-wise, again, nothing very good. Lightning, I guess, it's expensive spells, but a lot of people don't resist lightning, so you can do a lot of damage with the lightning spells because people don't really resist it, but it costs a lot of money. Oh, a lot of MP. I saw M and I was like, money, not MP. Next group is probably the largest group. It's basically the slime group. It has the regular slime, the healer, the cure slime, the king slime, the metal babble, and the king healer. They are decent because good availability on most of them, and their equipment draw saves them. They can equip all the king metal type stuff. So, slime, easy to pick up. We used our slime Slaylin there for basically the whole game. He fell off really bad though in the second half of the, well, basically in the third generation. Healer's good throughout the entire game, just mainly because of his healing spells. He gets the most important Heal Us All spell. A lot of people just use them against Ostic because it can heal everybody if you don't lock them down with the sleep spell. The Cure also has the Heal Us All spell, but stat-wise is a little worse than the Healer. Has lower stats and less availability. Next monster in that group is the King Slime. Most of the slimes right now have mainly been like defensive. The King Slime is a little more offensive. As you can see, its spells blaze more, violent flames. So it tends to be more of an offensive slime. Other offensive slime is the Metal Babble. I guess he's also pretty defensively. As you can see, his vitality and agility, luck really high. So low maximum hit points, but then again, with such high agility, vitality, and luck, it's going to be hard to hit him, just like they are in the regular game. And they basically have the fire-based spells. And then our last one is the King Healer, which has the worst availability of all the between the healer and the cure, and doesn't have as many healing spells. It does have the Heal Us All spell, but that's the only spell. It doesn't have any single targeting healing spells. So overall, probably worse than the healer and the cure. Now we're getting into monsters that basically have no. Well, there's one more group. The Mad Dragon and the Great Dragon share the same equipment draw. The Mad Dragon, and then these are the remaining monsters only. Great Dragon show the equipment thing, and then the Dragon Pup and Centaurus, their unique equipments along with Barongo. So Mad Dragon, not very good equipment draw, but it has the breath attacks, which basically are free multi-targeting attacks. So if you get them on the way up a mountain to Grandvania the first time you're going up, they can be pretty decent around then. Great Dragon, you get them really late in the game. Don't have really great equipment, but they have good regular defenses, like spell resistances, and they, like the Mad Dragon, have an assortment of breath weapons, free multi-damaging. And then the last two monsters, we have Doran, the Dragon Pup, which could probably carry you to the point where you get the Mad Dragon. And then once you get the Mad Dragon, there's really no reason to have this guy around. The Mad Dragon has has better stats and also has more options in terms of attacks. And then the final monster on a class by itself, well, I guess you can't count Barongo, but we looked at his stats when I did the Esterk video, the max stats on him. And here's the Centaurus, and they are decent just because they have the By-Kill and the heal spells. But otherwise, nothing too important there. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to just basically pull these monsters out, pick them up, just to show off their walking sprites. So we'll get Brown. See how their little sprites, I'll walk outside with them. You can see how they all look walking around. We'll just take a quick lap around town. You know. And we've already seen Barongo a whole bunch of times, so I don't have to show him off. Barongo's interesting that he's considered a monster, but he feels like family, so I always feel bad about putting him in like with Monster Gramps here. It doesn't feel like he's a monster. He's like the family pet, you know, the team mascot. He's been with Bean since the very beginning, since Generation 1, after him and Bianca did the ghost busting. Alrighty. So let's just show that these guys look. Too bad we can't show them inside the town, because we have to have Bean, our human member, in the town. Once we get out of town, I'll just use some holy water here, so I don't get into random encounters. Tactics, we'll put Brownie, Orcus, and Email. So see, there's a down sprite, left sprite, right sprite, and up sprite. Now we'll do the other monsters. Giga, Jewel, down sprite, left right sprite, and then finally their up sprite. Now let's get a few more monsters. We'll switch these guys out and show off the other sprites, walking sprites. Let's drop these guys off. And let's sign them up. First we'll get rid of as you can see, all their equipment is all their non-equipped equipment is sent to the depository. That's just to make sure that you don't lose any special key items. But like I said, all their equipment is still kept on them, so that's why I wanted them to have the equipment on, so you can see, like, compare them with their best stuff. I said some monsters that do have the really good stats, it's deceiving though, because they're not necessarily good because of availability. Like I said, you can get a great dragon at the end of the game, but by then you pretty much have your party already set. And the Hell Battler, can't get them until after you beat the game. So you've already beaten the game. It's not like they're all that good against Esterk, so. And let's get rid of the last one here, Email. And we'll grab a few more monsters. Show off their little sprites. Nope. Yep. Ooh, let's pick up. Robin. It's nice that they all the work they put into the little sprites, you know. You could have just you know, reduced the amount of monsters you could pick up, but like I said, they gave you 41, including Barongo. So gotta admire the work they put into it. Baby Bomb, and then the Yeti's the last one. You can have 8 in your party at a time. So I have Bean and Barongo already, so I'm just picking up 6. And then that way I can show off 2 groups. And then we come back and get more monsters. The other place you can pick up monsters is in Grandvania, but it's much harder to switch out. You got Robin, Battler, and Jackie. Down, left, right, and up. Now let's change it up to the others 3. Danny, Nitro, and Yeti. Oop. Holy water ran out. So alright, we'll just quick run. There we go. Let's sprinkle more of that holy water. We got there down, left, right, and up. Let's get some more monsters out and show them off. Big Eye will finish off another group here. Hey, Monster Gramps. Oh, I just asked King to put King Bean in there. He only takes care of monsters, not humans. That's an interesting dialogue I never showed off earlier. Give it to Danny. Yep, all these other monsters. Like I said, next episode we'll see the chance spell. Yep, him off. Robin. Yep. Yeah, we'll put Barongo in the pen too. It's one less monster I gotta scroll through when I'm going through the menus. So yeah, it stinks that you just you can't have a monster here. You can't get rid of King Bean at all. He always has to be in the well. He always has to be either in the party or the convoy. You can't just walk around with like 3 monsters. Now let's pick up some more monsters. Let's get the Big Eye. Big Eye. 1. He looks very fluffy. Mini Demon. Another monster. Ruto. Each of the monsters have 4 unique names. I mentioned when I first playing through an early episode that have the chance though to pick up other monsters. It basically goes up another step. So like, you know, half a chance to get a slime, but then it'll go into, you know, 1/4 for another slime. Then you know the 1/32, and then the 1/64. So like you can equip you can get up to 4 of the same type of monster, but doing so is very, very hard because, like I said, the rate, you probably basically have to use that glitch that the critical hit glitch to always let you get the monsters. So there's left, right, and up. Let's just use a holy water to be safe again. I don't know how long they last. It's too bad King Bean don't have repel. The sun does, but Cosmo, Pierre, Muto, and Hyrule. Looks like Gon's the Soldier Bowl. There we go. And just so the video don't go on much longer, I'm just going to end it here, and I'll show off the other monsters in the next episode. I also show off the chants. Take care, have a good one. Thanks for following along. Bye.